Hello everyone, it's Komenda here. Welcome in my next video. Today I would like to show you a flip through video of this album. It's a brand new album of mine. I scrapbooked our trip to Dutch Railway Museum. We took last year a bigger trip to Netherlands, and one of the smaller trips was to this museum. And as the name says, it's a railway museum, so there were plenty of trains, steam locomotives. It was the whole history of railway travels. I had so many pictures that I decided to make a separate album about this day. And I will be using, I used this traveler collection from Mintay Papers. Sorry, it's ruined, but it's the only leftover cover I have left because I used most of the papers already to make the album. And I chose this collection because first, it's a travel collection, which is always my favorite. Second, it has this vintage vibe. It has a lot of steam trains, kind of vintage elements of traveling. And I had some pictures of vintage trains in this album, so I thought it will be the perfect match. I was also using this round Chippy's album base, and it has 6 solid pages like this that I used 2 of those to make a cover. And it also has this intricate element with a compass that goes on top, and it was bigger. It has 1 more layer, so it was exactly the size of the circle, but I trim it down to make it a little smaller so my wonky stitching would be visible. I used a faux leather to make a cover, 2 pieces for covers and 1 mustard piece color for the spine, because I didn't have enough blue to make a spine in the same color, but I think the mustard color looks really nice. So this is just a chipboard, and it's ink blended with I think vintage photo distress ink to add some texture to it. And it only have few embellishments plus the title on the cover. And there is the spine. The spine is decorated with a string with 2 tassels and a suitcase and the year we were there. And the back is completely clear. And it also has stitching. It's a hand stitching because my sewing machine didn't want to sew through such a thicker material. I think I need to take her to some service facility where they will check if it's working, because I have so many problems with it. So that's why the stitching is so wonky. I was doing it by hand, so sorry for that. Album closes with a string in a kind of a craft color. It has a brad here, so you just take the string and curl it around it like that. It's not pushed to the very end, so you can easily wrap a string around it. So this is the cover, and let's get inside. I recorded the videos of me creating this album from scratch, from start to finish, and I will publish it on my YouTube channel. You will get a whole series of videos of me making this album, starting from the covers, adding the faux leather into the chipboard, through making each page in this album. And the pages, each is a little bit different. Each has like mechanism, I would say, to add more room for the pictures, because it's about 30 pictures in this album and only 4 pages. 2 pictures are printed in 3x4, 6x4 size. They are on the front and the back cover, and the rest of them is about 3x4 inches in size, and some are vertical, some are horizontal. So this is the front cover, and there is only 1 picture and some embellishments around it, and I used bits and pieces from Traveler collection, plus I also added some stickers from the older Mintay Papers collection called Next Trip. So this is how they look, and I don't think they are I think they are no longer being sold. Maybe some shops have like, you know, a stock of them, so maybe you'll be able to find them. So this is the cover, this is the first page, and it opens like this. It has magnets. So those are two flaps. This one has magnets, so it keeps everything together, so nothing opens. And it's sort of, I arranged my pictures sort of chronologically, I would say. So from this is outside the museum, this is the entrance. So I think I kind of kept it chronologically, more or less. So those are two flaps, and those are pictures. So I added 4 pictures in this one round page, and believe me, it wasn't that easy. I prefer rectangular pages. I feel like they are more easy to arrange. So the round album was sort of a challenge, but I like challenges. It was refreshing. And here is one picture on this page. And I have 3 more on the inside, and I added this flap here. So again, 4 pages in one, 4 pictures in one page, and this page closes with those, I don't know how to call them, these things. So you can just rotate them on the brad and they will hold the page together. And this is the second page. And in this page, we have a vellum flap. So this is the new Mintay vellum. This one is with dots pattern. There are 6 different patterns, but the dots are like the best for this album because other ones are like laces and flowers. So I felt this one will look good. And it closes with the magnet. Magnet is in here, and I added it later. At first, I just wanted it to be flat, but it kind of opens by itself. When I was going through the album, it was tangling with this page. That's why I added a magnet. So we have 2 pictures. Those were my favorite trains in the whole museum. I just love this retro look. Well, trains were so pretty back then, and now they are not so pretty anymore. So 2 pictures here, 1 picture here, and 2 more pictures inside. So 5 pictures on this one page. And even though it's quite transparent, the elements from the other side do not stick as much, so it doesn't kind of make your eye wander for the elements that are behind. So I really think it looks nice. Plus 2 more pictures here. Moving on. This is another page. This one has sort of the waterfall element with 4 pictures, but you could add 8 pictures if you want by just adding picture on the back of each of the photos here. And as you can see, the hinges of the waterfall are hidden beneath the base paper, so you do not see them. And it's such a neat solution, I would say. And some of the photos has magnets, so they just stick well to the page. And here is the sticker, and my tip for you, if you would like to use the sticker that sticks out, to just back it with the paper like I did, so this part will not stick into the picture from beneath it, and I will not have problems in the future that everything will be glued together. So here is 1, 2, 3 and 4 photos, and as I said, you can make a flap here and add extra picture beneath, so you can add 8 pictures in the page like this. So here is another one. This is the 3rd page, and in this page I don't remember what I did. Oh, I did a flap. So here is a flap. You could add more pictures in here, 1 bigger on 2 smaller pictures, so you could have more pictures here. And this is something that I didn't think through well, as this is the crease of the flap. I added some elements that stick out behind the crease, so when you open it, they kind of bend. So yeah, this is not a smart move from my side, but again, you will not notice it. So there is magnets here too that holds everything together, and two more pictures here. And this is the original wagon. I don't know, wagon. Sorry for my pronunciation. From the Orient Express. And it was the whole room about Orient Express. This was the map where the Orient Express road was kind of highlighted, and I didn't know that and at its finest you could travel with Orient Express from London to Cairo. So this is amazing. Like, can you imagine travel like this with the luxurious train? I would die to travel like this. I love trains, and this would be a dream come true. I know that you can take an Orient Express route, but it's only, I think, London, Venice right now, no farther. But even going to Istanbul, it would be an amazing trip. But can you imagine Istanbul through the whole Turkey up to the Cairo? It's something that will not happen anymore because of the war happening out there in the Israel, but you know, it would be amazing. So this is the page number 3, I don't know, 6. Number 6, and it has a pocket filled with the pictures. So there are 4 pictures added here, and I wanted to create something different, but I had one particular photo that didn't match into the thing I was going to make, so I needed to kind of stick with it. But flaps, pockets are great too, and they can carry many pictures, so you know, they are versatile. Here is just the tag for decoration, for something to stick out from the back. And here is the envelope where I put the tickets. Those are the original tickets from the Dutch trains. They are not, of course, very old, like, you know, totally vintage, but they seem kind of a retro for me already. I think they are from, there is no date here, but I think at least 30-40 years, so I put it into the envelope. Moving on to another page. This one has the element that you can completely remove. It's a circle, and I wanted to add this pattern. This is from 6x8 add-on book, and it has like an inside of the train, and I wanted to have it into the album without being covered by pictures, so I decided to use it like this. And it has 2 magnets here, so it holds well when you put it here. And I have 1, 2, 3 pictures on this page, and just put it back and it holds. Like, see, it doesn't stick out. And the last page in the album is this one, and it's again sort of the waterfall, but as you can see, because of the round shape, it doesn't open that fully, the flap, because of this element here. So those are some technical challenges that I didn't foresee when I was creating the album. So I have 3 pictures here, and again, you could add more here, and here you could add a flap under here, so you could have 6 pictures here, 1 extra photo here, and here is another one. And this one is like to close the page so the waterfall won't open. And I really love those vintage posters. This one is from Orient Express. I have a thing for Orient Express, sorry. So this is how the last page look. And here is the back cover of the album, and it has a flap under this picture. And oh, see, I didn't secure it. I didn't think it through. With the journaling from that day, if you would need more, you can add the second page here, because there is still a lot of room. I just I just wanted to have a smaller font and keep everything on one side, and I printed on my personal computer. So this is the full album from our Dutch Railway Museum trip, and this is how it looks. I really hope you enjoyed going through this album with me, and stay tuned for a lot of videos of me making this album coming soon to my channel.